welcome to Scout the Taz. Today we are looking at the Hinterland 2-man pop-up tent. This is not a paid review. I've received no endorsements for this review. This is my experience of this tent. Having this tent, I've had it nearly 4 years now. I've used it on lots of camps, which I'll tell you about a bit later. But yeah, it's a great little tent, but it has some pros and cons. So let's have a look at it. So what you see is what you get when you get it from the shops. It comes in this quite a large circular bag, and as it is a pop-up tent, that's the way they come. So let's have a look. We'll open it up and we'll have a look at it. Well, let's just have a quick look at a couple of the features of the tent. So it is a water resistant tent. It sleeps 2 people. It's quite light. It's only less than 2 kg. Stainless steel pegs, which comes with the box. I'll talk about that later. Basically, just being a tent, the care instructions is really give it a wipe down when you use it. Okay, so setting this guy up is pretty easy. You basically just take it out and it'll pop straight up. So let's put it up and have a look. Elastic band holds it in. There you go. As you can see, it's still quite a large tent. I haven't popped in the pegs yet, and 4 pegs go in it, and a couple of guys on the front and the back. So let's pop in the pegs and peg it down so it doesn't blow away, although it's pretty nice day today, and we'll have a look at it. So as I said earlier, I've had this about nearly 4 years. I have replaced the pegs, but the original pegs are those quite skinny sort of pegs. So these are just some cheapy ones. You can even get these at any shop, any Kmart, and just replace the pegs. Pretty easy to pop them in out here. There's no need to, I don't think so pegs go in. We've got 4 guys that hold it down. Yeah, that's just, they are really quite good, especially if it's a bit windy. I've had it in a storm a couple of years ago out, and did find that we really needed them, but it still held up all right. Anyway, let's have a look at it and we'll have a chat about it inside. So it's quite actually a large tent. It is a 2-person tent. I've only really used it by myself, and I think it's plenty big enough. It's a great little tent for that. Surprisingly, it's lasted quite well. As I said, this tent is 4 years old. It's been on many different camps that I've had from all over the place, from Noosa to the Bunya Mountains and Warwick, Leslie Dam, just to name a few. So it's a great little tent. So what are the pros and cons of owning a pop-up tent? One of the pros is really simply and easy to put up. Very easy to put up. 8 pegs, pops up by itself. You know, you can do it. One person can do it, and it's very simple. That's probably the biggest pro that I have found. Some of the cons is actually packing it away, and we'll get to that very shortly, and I'll show you how to pack that away. But that is probably the worst thing. The other thing is its actual size when you're packing. That big round tent bag that it comes in, it's pretty big. So much so it's probably the last thing when I do go camping, when I use this when I'm camping, that's probably the last thing I pack is the tent, because it's actually so round and large. But in saying that, it is also the first thing you want to set up. So it's, you know, it's up to you. It's not like those little other tents that come in little round bags. Actually, for what I use it for and its age, it really has lasted quite well. As I said, it's been on many different camping expeditions with me, and I really do like this tent. But let's have a look at it. We're going to pop it away now, so that can be a little bit of fun. Let's have a look. So putting away this guy takes a bit of practice. In fact, the first time I did it, I really failed miserably. So you do gather up your tent all together. You pop it down flat, pull out the elastic that's on the bottom so it sits out to the side. Stand up, and you actually got to sort of flip it under and over it, and it falls slowly back into the circular shape that it came in. So pushing it down a bit, push, 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 grab the elastic, and you pop the elastic around it, and there you go. And now it's just a matter of finishing off with the elastic, popping it on, and it goes back into the bag that it comes from. So it's pretty simple, but it does take a bit of practice. Trust me, it takes some time. So that's it, the Hinterland two-man pop-up tent. I really like this tent. I've had a long time. Maybe you have different views on the tent. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, Scout the Taz.